श्रीमान् वेङ्कटनाथार्यः कवितार्किककेसरी वेदान्ताचार्यवर्यो मे सन्निधत्ताम् सदा हृदि स्वादयन्निह सर्वेषाम् त्रय्यन्तार्थम् सुदुर्ग्रहम् स्तोत्रयामास योगीन्द्रः तम् वन्दे यामुनाह्वयम् नमो नमो यामुनाय यामुनाय नमो नमः नमो नमो यामुनाय यामुनाय नमो नमः यत्पदाम्भोरुहध्यान विध्वस्ताशेषकल्मषः वस्तुतामुपयातोऽहम् यामुनेयम् नमामि तम्
श्रीमत्कृष्ण समाह्वाय नमो यामुनसूनवे यत्कटाक्ष एकलक्ष्याणां सुलभः श्रीधरः सदा नमः यामुन पाद अब्ज रेणुभिः पावित आत्मने विदित अखिल वेद्याय गुरवे विदित आत्मने नमः अचिन्त्य अद्भुत अक्लिष्ट ज्ञान वैराग्य राशये नाथाय मुनये अगाध भगवत भक्ति सिंधवे
नमो चिन्त्याद्भुता क्लिष्ट ज्ञान वैराग्य राशये नाथाय मुनये गाध भगवत भक्ति सिंधवे.
Obeisance to Nata, the contemplative saint, who is an unfathomable ocean of divine love and a mass of knowledge and renunciation, unthinkable, marvelous, and spontaneous.
Obeisance, Namaha, obeisance. Natha Munaye, Nathaya Munaye, Natha. Munaye, the contemplative saint, Muni. Mananath Muni, because he is meditating 24/7, is called contemplative saint, Munai, who is an unfathomable ocean, Agadha Sindhave, Agadha Sindhave, unfathomable Agadha Sindhu ocean of divine love, Bhagavat Bhakti, Bhakti love, Bhagavat Bhakti, divine love, and a mass of knowledge, Jnana, Jnana, Rashaye, take the word Jnana Rashaye, mass of knowledge, and renunciation, Vairagya, unthinkable, Achintya, marvelous, Adbhuta, and spontaneous, Aklishta. A very beautiful word is spontaneous. Okay. We call the word Nirargalaha in Sanskrit. While you talk, the word should come like a torrent. So 71, you have to start with 71. Before that, so Karmanjnanangalile Antargatamaha irukku. So we already saw the devotion, discipline of devotion will include both the discipline of action and discipline of wisdom. Avandrane Kidi Raigvan. It's called, the name of the sage is Raigva, and a special technical term in Tamil is Kidi, very respectable. Avandrane meaning he spoke. Raigva Vacha. And Parthu Chollama Pole. Parthu Chollama Pole meaning after analysis, he is saying, therefore there is no falsehood in this state. It is true. And therefore he is called Munai. Natha Muni is called Munai, Muni, because he has analyzed what he acquired as wisdom and then transfers to others. 71. Na viveda atmano gatram. There are two shades of the meaning. Gatram is the physical body, the gross body, what the form that we have now. So Atmanaha Gatram, so Atmanaha is here Panchami Vibhakti, ablative case. Aindam Vetrame in Tamil. That means we must understand that it is different from, the body is different from the soul. Jivatma is Vilakshanam is in Sanskrit. Vilakshanam is different from the body. Generally, we will never disassociate them, dissociate them. We actually combine them as one. And we always mistake it as one. And we cannot dismiss that idea also very easily. So, na viveda meaning, doesn't know, does not understand. So, if one does not understand that the body is different from the soul, or the soul is different from the body, there is no use. And that will be like 72. Pashyannapi na drishtavan. Even after seeing, Pashyannapi, even after seeing, it seems as though he has not seen it. Na drishtavan. Meaning, everything is misunderstood. This doesn't happen to Nathaman, because he says that there's a Tamil quotation following. It says, Jaya Vastuvai Sarvada Sakshat Karikai Yed Shaidal Marakke Marane. Now the problem again in 71, I repeat here. We identify the body with the soul, and therefore a lot of trouble is there, a lot of problem. We are not able to achieve the wisdom that we want. So we must know first ourselves. The individual soul should understand its own soul or his own soul. Otherwise, there is a lot of difficulty in understanding the Lord also. Then Pashyannapi na drishtavan. So that means after seeing, it's not a question of forgetting, but it seems as if you have not seen that. Now, what is the problem? The problem is Dheya Vastu. Vastu is object. Dheya Vastu is Paravastu is the highest object, namely God. And Dheya Vastu, he is to be meditated upon. Dheya Vastu. But how long? Sarvada, all the time. And what should we do about that Dheya Vastu, objects of meditation? That means we have to see them, see the God in flesh and blood. Sakshat Karikai. That's what the sages saw in the words of scriptures. They saw the figure of Lord in the scriptures. They solidified. The words were solidified into a figure of Lord. Therefore, Sakshat Karikai. Now, again, what is the method of remembering and not forgetting? That's the problem. Why should we forget that the body is different from soul, or the soul is different from body, and therefore, so in order that we don't forget it, in order that we remember it always, Yed Shaidal Marakken Manane. What will be the method of not forgetting, or always remembering him? So the next quotation in Tamil is Ennenjam avan endre kedakkum. You have footnotes there, and we will see later because the marks there. The 11th organ, namely mind, the 11th sense organ, Ekadasha Indriyam, we call it in Sanskrit. So that mind should be directed toward only to the Lord, only toward the only Only one person, that is Lord. So, avan endre kidakkum. Concentration, total concentration, single-minded devotion on the Lord by the mind. Then, so இவர் கிருஷ்ணனை அனுசந்தித்திருக்க ராஜாவாலும் சமாதி பங்கம் பண்ண போயிட்டில்லை. Alavandar Yamunacharya has a history that I will quote later. And even when a king visits you, when you are meditating on Lord Krishna, no one, including a king, can disturb you. Samadhi Bhangam panna poyittu. Nobody will be able to disturb the meditation part, because it's called Samadhi, when you become one with the Lord. So it is not possible. That means you cannot disturb the concentration of a person. Such a person was Nathamu. So therefore he is called Agadha Bhagavat Bhakti Sindar. An Acharya, a preceptor, is called an ocean of devotion toward the Lord, and it is unfathomable ocean. And therefore, how did he get that? Because he always directed his mind toward the Lord. And even when a royal person visits, he was never perturbed. P-E-R-T-U-R-B. And therefore, his wisdom was static, rather highly concentrated. So, bhakti avadu jnana visheshama irukku. Already we saw that bhakti includes both the discipline of action and wisdom. But special aspect of quality of bhakti is it is a special knowledge, association of special knowledge, special wisdom. Then why did the verse say bhakti sindave, then jnana rashi? We saw earlier why jnana rashi is separately and also another rashi was there, vairagya rashi, jnana vairagya rashi. Why did Yamunacharya differentiate between jnana rashi and vairagya rashi? Now we come to Bhagavad Bhakti Sindar. The same meaning. A very great area of, namely a watery area like ocean, in the case of bhakti devotion, or in the case of vairagyam and jnanam, it is a rashi, a heap, a high quantity, a large quantity. And then why jnana rashaye, vairagya rashaye, is it different from bhakti sindave? Because in order to understand that bhakti is more important than jnana and vairagya. Bhakti is more important. Prachuryam, it occurs universally. It is broad in outlook. Prachuryam. Pradhanyam solluhi tottuhi kahavum. In order to make bhakti as very important, pradhanyam is important, is given to bhakti. Then again, what is bhakti? Bhakti agirathu. 73. Sneha purvam anudhyanam bhakti. While we love God, while we attach ourselves to God, we must have friendship. Already we, I think, saw, we must revel in the stories of God, in the incidents of the incarnations of God. While we read Puranams, while we read Itihasas like Ramayana and Mahabharata, when we read the stories of Upanishads, then we must always love them. Love them is take deep interest in listening to others, and by self-reading, you understand that we are doing a friendly reading. Sneha Purvam Anudhyanam. Already we are doing Dhyanam, meditation. Anudhyanam is continuous meditation, follow up. The follow up of the meditation with friendship, not with the hatred, not with the indifference, and so on. So we take too much interest in listening to, writing, reading, and so on. So Sneha Purvam Anudhyanam Bhakti. That will be Bhakti. When we indulge ourselves in so many activities related to God, then we are called Snehitaha. That is why we Ramanujacharya and Ramayana calls it Tvameva Mata cha Pita Tvameva Tvameva Bandhuscha Sakha Tvameva, generally Ramayana, but Ramanujacharya is Guru Tvameva. So we say Sakha, friend. Lord is my friend, or I am friend of the Lord. Then 74. Swamini Dasasya Snehamayi Sthiti. Again, how should it be the love? How should be our friendship? The friendship is not in equal status. That is very important. So, in the master, Swamini doesn't mean here feminine gender. It's a locative case, Saptami Vibhakti of Nakaranta Pulling Sabda Swamin. So Swamini means in the master, that is in the Lord, Dasasya Snehami. We must feel the friendship as a slave. Unlike Arjuna. Arjuna never bothered about Krishna's masterhood. He did not worry about Krishna as a controller. He was treating Krishna just like any other human friend. That is why he say Pandavaha Mama Priyaha. Bhagavad Gita says Pandavaha Mama Priyaha. They are dear to me. So here, Swamini Dasasya Snehamayi Sthiti. While we are slaves to the God, we must have more and more friendship. Snehamayi. And I think all of us know that the word Snehaha, meaning oil in English, oil. Tamil ennai. We must, so you know when the drop of oil falls on the palm, for example, on the body, it is not easily coming out unless wiped by soap. The viscosity of the liquid, namely oil, sticks to the skin. In the same way, our mind should stick to the Lord. Lord's feet, exactly. Lord's feet. So that should be the type of friendship. Sneha oil. Snehamai, full of oil. In the sense, the oil always sticks to some area in which it has fallen down. No. So sthiti is status. So the status of the devotee will be dasaha. That's all. Then Anubhushai, Bhagavad Shabdatale, Paramavadatil Irupittu. Now, what form should we meditate upon? Well, for bhakti, we already just now in 73, we saw that we must have deep friendship with the Lord. We have to talk with Him, we have to move with Him, you have to command Him. As Swami Deshika did it in Vega Setu Stotra. You can use any other. So what do you do now by moving with Him? Anubhusha is there. You have a desire to experience the divinity, and therefore Anubhubhuta. Now, what form do you want to meditate upon? Bhagavat Shabdatale, because it is given as Bhagavad Bhakti Sindhave. So, Paramabadatil Irupai Saluva. It shows the existence in the Vaikuntham, Paramapada. And there, how will you behave? How will others do whatever they want? These are all some small information. So 75. So while we meditate on the form, while we develop the devotion on the divine form, we must only look at the Pararupam. That is in Vaikuntha. So Vaikuntha Natha is our refuge, shelter. And therefore, Paramapadam is our shelter, but it's not possible to stay for long time there. Then 75, Vasudevaha Ati Purna. Now we must identify the Lord. Who is that? What is his name? So in the Vaikuntha, he is called Vasudeva. In Vaikuntha. You will understand in Pararupam, we call the Srirangam temple Vimanam as Paravasudeva. So Vasudeva is there in almost every avatar. Again, Vasudeva is Krishna, as you know, Lord Krishna as one of the incarnates. Last but one before Kalki. And then another Vasudeva is there, Vyuha Rupam. So Sankarshanaha, Pradyumnaha, Aniruddhaha, Vasudeva. These are the four names which belong to Vyuha Rupam. So whatever be the Rupam, you have a specific method of developing devotion, namely here Vasudeva everywhere. Vasudeva everywhere. Meaning Pararupam, Vyuha Rupam, then of course Antaryami, then Archa, everything. So Vasudeva. So while we meditate upon Vasudeva, then we become complete. So we don't have any worry. And again, why should we worship the Lord? Because he is Purnaha. Purnaha is complete person, complete human being. He has nothing to acquire as wisdom later. Because he is Purna. Shadgunya Purnanayine Irupadu. Bhagavan, the word Bhagavan, all of us here. The word Bhaga, the first two letters. Then third letter. Bhagavan. So that will, and the Bhaga will give us 6 qualities, namely Jnanam, Balam, Aishwaryam, Shakti, Tejaha. Now, Shadgunya Purnanaya. Agadha. Now, the beautiful meaning, extra meaning for the word Agadha is, already the word Agadha means unfathomable, immeasurable, depth of the ocean. Here, one more aspect of the ocean, Akshobhyaha. Akshobhyaha means you cannot shake it. You cannot shake the ocean. In the sense, you cannot shake the knowledge ocean. Whatever Nathamani acquired, we cannot object to him. Nobody can do it in these reasons. So, Akshobhyaha meaning one who cannot disturb, like what we call like a tsunami. No tsunami will affect. Arthantaram, then again another meaning. Parichedika onnadu. So Arthantaram normally meaning another meaning. second meaning. But here, the meaning given by a great scholar is still defined like this. பரிச்சேதிக்க ஒண்ணாதிருக்கை ஒருவரால் நிலை கொள்ள ஒண்ணாதிருக்கை. Then Arthantaram is another meaning. Parichedika Onnadirike meaning there is no need for analysis. And because ocean cannot be disturbed. Because ocean is there, you cannot disturb us. Then Oruvaral Nilekulla Onnadirike. Now we already saw Parichedika Onnadirike. Analysis is not possible. Then Oruvaral Nilekunda Onnadirike meaning it will be impossible for the Kadal Sindave B. Kadal Kadalin Mihapin. Love is bigger than the ocean. Then C. Ashayennum Kadal. என்றும் ஈஸ்வரனுக்கு நிலை கொண்டு ஒன்றார். Now there are two oceans here. Number one, love ocean. Other is called Bhakti. Then Ashai ennum kadal. In incarnation, his will gets complete. He wants his egoism to be complete. So Kadal Kadalin Mihappirindu, the love is bigger than the ocean. Ashayannam Kadal, the desire is bigger than the ocean. Near Ishwaranukkum Nilai Konda Onnar. The Lord is also restless. Generally, I think Nammalvar or some other Alvar refers to the love of God. And Ishwaranukkum Nilai Konda Onnar, because he is also not idle. While he sleeps, he has got a fee in the sleep. Arituyil. And therefore, he is also not sleeping because he is worried and he wants to help all the creation. So he is not ready to sleep over on the Adishesha. Then continues. So he is ready to help. He comes forward. So Tamadil Kukku Amindabadiya irukku. So in all these principles, so far said 75, Nathamani is Nathamani is drowned in the devotion ocean, the ocean of devotion. Achintya Adbhuta Krishna Jnana Vairagya Raseyamani Agada Bhakti Sindhave Nathaya Namaha. That is prose verse. You can take it up. You can take the discussion. Take up the discussion. Footnote says Anubhubhusha Anubhuvitudurupam Akshobhya Kalakka Onnadu. Because Ramameva Anupashyantaha Inumapam. Periya Tirumazhi 1933, Thiruvalmozhi 736, Periya Tirumazhi 490. When you see this, you will be able to identify the meaning and understand. Here this is all Manakkam. Toludam Elu Sadhavanki Tadam Sarva Tadam Pin Peri Ninne Kriye Ni Endu Ahandral Idam Meru Nanam Kavanam. So he calls his heart, calls his mind, O Maname, O heart, bow that ways and right. So what shall we do in order that we remember? What can I do to forget him? Yes. I think, show me the Tamil again. எது செய்தால் மறக்கேன் மனமே. I think again the mistake is there. What can I do to remember him, not to forget him? So he followed me into the groves by the lake, bursting with pollen, and said, "Frail one, I shall never leave you." Then left me. He resides in Fulani, surrounded by groves of fresh blossoms, fragrant.
This seems to be Nayaka Baba.
What can I do to remember him? Okay, we'll take up another quotation. காலம் பெற என்னை காட்டு மின்கள் காதல் கடலின் மிகப் பெரிதார் நீலமுகில் வண்டத்து எம்பெருமான் நிற்கும் முன்னே வந்து என் கைக்கும் எய்தான் ஞானத்து அவன் வந்து வீற்றிருந்த நான்மறையாளரும் வேள்வி ஓவா கோலச்சென்னற்கை தவறி வீசும் கூடுபுணல் திருப்பேர் ஐயற்கே. Here Tirupperai. It is near the is on the bank of the Ganges. So save time and take me there. Kalambere என்னை காட்டுமின்கள். My love from Kadal swells like the ocean. It is bigger than the ocean. My love is bigger than the ocean. My cloud hued Lord, namely நீலமுகில் வண்ணத்து எம்பெருமான், என் நிற்கும் முன்னே வந்து, he is able to stand before me. Where is the word? He appears, the Lord appears before me. Okay, appears before me. But it's not within my grasp. No, it is there. En kaikkum eidan. He is ready to stand to join the. So my cloud-hued Lord appears before me. எம்பெருமான் நிற்கும் முன்னே வந்து என் கைக்கும் எய்தான். He sits on earth in Tirupperai. So we are talking about the Archa form. So he sits on earth in Tirupperai and amid the large water tank. Here, whisked by fertile years of paddy with endless Vedic chant. நான்மறையாளரும் வேள்வி ஓவா கோலச்சென்னத்தில் கவரி வீசும் கூடு புனல் திருப்பேணி. Now here the parallel example will be Raghuvamsha of Kalidasa. So we understand the king Dilipa is helping the sages in the forest to do Agni Homa, anything connected with fire. So the kings encourage and always make the villages blaze with fire, and therefore that is very important. We have to make ourselves. If not, we must seek the blessing of God, so that we will be involved more and more devotion, knowledge and wisdom and action combined in knowledge. ஆசை என்னும் கடலில் விழுந்து இங்கு அயர்த்தோம் அயலாரும் ஏற்றுகின்றது இதுவே காணும் இந்த டோரி பேசுகின்றது இதுவே வையம் ஈரடியால் நடந்த மூசி வண்டு முழலும் தண்ணி முடியே உண்மை காணும் ஆசை என்னும் கடலில் விழுந்து இங்கு அயர்த்தோம் அவையாரும் ஏசுகின்றது அயலாரும் ஏசுகின்றது இதுவே காணும். The whole lot of Indalur you took the earth in two sides and won the crown of her humming to the sea goddess.
So Swami, this is the Trivikrama Avatara.
Yeah.
Taking idam Vishnu vichakrame chedani dadepadam. He's taking this, taking two strides and covering the whole earth. And then he says here, the Alvar says, I fell into the ocean of a desire to see you here and despaired. So others too are complaining about the same thing. This is what I say. So the reason why it's being quoted, these two last ones include the word ocean, and that's why it's being brought in here by the commentator, because this is an ocean of desire that the Alvar has to see the Lord.
Now, when Nathamani is an ocean of wisdom and ocean of knowledge, ocean of action, the devotion bhakti is also an ocean. So three oceans are there. The ocean connecting with the action discipline and the light discipline. Light. Here, Alvar's desire is also ocean. Everything is ocean. And I fell into the ocean of a desire to see you here and despair. Others too are complaining about the same thing. That is what I. Tomorrow, because it's a Chaturdashi day, 14th day, and day after is new moon day, Amavasya. And again, so Saturday is the Prathama. The members of our group can share their views. I was always requesting that you also describe your own personal divine experience. Some miracles in your life.
Miracles in my life. I wish there were miracles in my life, Swami. I think this class is one of the miracles of my life.
I had two. I went to Puliyappan Kovil near Kumbakonam. There was not a big crowd of devotees. I went on some skeleton days, where the group is not. So when you go on Shravanam day, there will be heavy crowd. And my purpose is to take the saltless prasadam, lavana vajjitam. So I wanted to wash my legs. Therefore, I got into the tank, and then I slipped down. And then, fortunately, there were some poles mounted there. And then, it's Lord's blessing that I could catch hold of one of the poles. I didn't go in because I don't know swimming.
You don't know swimming?
Yeah.
Oh, I have to teach you.
Deep ocean diving. Here, so what happened was, what is the point there is, how will you call it a miracle? Nobody was there in the tank. And the special name of the tank is Ahoratra Pushkarini. Ahoratra Pushkarini. So one can take bath at midnight. You can take bath at any time. Ahoratra Pushkarini. Generally, ocean cannot be used for taking bath frequently. While we go and take bath in the ocean, we will have to take bath earlier, because you cannot insult or pollute the ocean. Ocean is the king of rivers, husband of rivers. All the rivers are holy. all the rivers come to the ocean. Yatha gacchati sagaram. And therefore, akashat patitam toyam yatha gacchati sagaram. The second point is while we take bath in the ocean, after we take bath in the ocean, come back home and take bath in another pure water, unsalted water. The salty water is ocean. So we'll have no skin disease because of taking bath in the ocean. The second point is the river is to be respected by time. We cannot go and take bath at midnight in a river. But there is an exception. When you hear or when you know that you begot a child, male child, immediately you can go and take bath in the river. That's only one exception. Otherwise, you cannot take bath at any time that you like. So you have to go in the morning, 4 o'clock, that's okay. 3:30, 4. It's called the Brahma Muhurtam. And till evening, 6 o'clock only. Then you cannot go after 6. You cannot take bath after 6. So you must give respect and give due rest to the river. You cannot disturb the river by taking bath any time. And after taking food, you cannot take bath even at home. And therefore, such restrictions are there. So what I want to say is Ahoratra Pushkarini, there is no one to Karavalambam, that is give a support of the hand. I came out of it.
So what time of day were you taking bath in this Ahoratra Pushkarini? You were taking bath at midnight?
8 o'clock in the night.
8 o'clock in the night?
Yeah.
So you wanted to take this food, prasadams without salt, the Lavana Varjita prasadam of Uppaliyappan at 8 o'clock at night?
Yeah.
So you wanted to take the prasadam and then come back to Sri Rangam.
Yeah.
So you were washing you up in the Pushkarini, and you slipped.
Yeah.
So
but
there's no crocodiles there, no crocodiles in the tank, no crocodiles.
Yeah.
So no Gajendra Moksha for you.
We have our desires are crocodiles, and all of them pull our legs down. So here another miracle that happened was.
But Swami, your desire for Bhagavad Prasadam is okay. It's a good desire. It's not a bad desire.
Right.
It's not a crocodile.
But, I'm talking of other desires. Vedanta Deshika says, Gajendra Raksha Tvaritam Bhavantam Grahaihi Iva Aham Vishayaihi Vikrishtaha Apara Vijnana Dayanubhavam Aptam Satam Ashtabhujam Prapaddi. Just like the Lord has 8 hands, we have minimum 8 desires. And 8 crocodiles are pulling our legs down. And he says, because you rushed helter-skelter to save the lordly elephant once upon a time, you also should save me because I am now pulled down by many crocodiles. They are called the objects of pleasures of this world. Vishayaihi Vikrishtaha. Grahaihi, lot of crocodiles are there. Lot of crocodiles pull me down. But you saved an elephant. Gajendra Raksha Tvaritam Bhavantam. You rushed. You hurried up. You pulled the Garuda along with you. Because Garuda was not too fast to keep pace with you. But you pull the Garuda with you. Therefore, in that also, Parasara Bhatta says, Bhagavat Twarayi Namah. I salute the speed of the Lord. With that speed, please save me. Because many crocodiles are pulling me down.
So what would the
Yeah.
quote? The quote from Vedanta Deshika is from where?
This is from Ashtabhujastakam.
So he wrote this Astabhujastikam for the Astabhuja Perumal in Kanchipuram.
Yeah, Kanchipuram.
Yeah.
Ashtabhayakaratman. Tamil Ashtabhayakaratman. Eight-handed God.
So this must have been quite an early composition of Vedanta Deshika before he moved to Sri Rangam. Yeah.
Right. And he was there in Kanchipuram most of the time because he was born in Tupul near Kanchipuram.
Right.
And he has a lot of affinity towards the temples of Kanchipuram. And another incident was in May 18, 2018. I went to Melkote, had the Bhagyam luck of reading the Sri Bhashyam along with 5 other people. And then we took turn in reading the Sri Bhashyam for 5 days. And it was raining, it was drizzling also. I wanted to just have at least one day holy bath in the Kalyani Pushkarani in Melkote. And because the Parayanam starts by 7:30 in the what we call beautiful, very cozy, cool atmosphere of Melkote, I got up only by 6 o'clock and went to the Kalyani Pushkarani. There was a man standing, even though I can identify the figure, but what happened was that man talked in Tamil. Generally, you don't get people talking in Tamil in Melkote. They'll talk in Kannada, mostly Kannada. And he said, so don't get down in this step. Go a little far away, and there you will have no slippery. The moss was there, MOSS. The what we call the green colored moss was there. Shaivalam, we call it in Sanskrit, Shaivalam. Then so go there and take bath. Then I went there and turned my back, so turned my face towards him. He was gone. Yeah, he had dhoti, he had a white shirt, and so on. But out of there was no one else, no witness. So I thought it was Ramanujacharya. Guiding me to a place where it will be safe for taking bath.
Very nice.
Very nice.
And then others also later joined me. By the time I came back home, what I mean.
But you were taking bath at the correct time. This time you were taking bath at the correct time.
Yeah.
So one miracle occurred when you were taking bath at the wrong time. Another one when you were taking at the correct time. So I think.
And again, just another incident, small incident. One young man came. One young married man came. He wanted to do MA Sanskrit course, master's degree in Sanskrit. Then he said, I recommended to him where to do and what to do and so on. And he said, I want to practice reading Ramayana. Okay, I said, but he came in the evening. Generally, we say a verse from a general verse in Sanskrit. How do you spend your time? Prataha, in the morning, you gamble, you play chess, wasting time. You don't know what to do, or you specifically wantonly do something wasteful. So Prataha Dyuta Prasangena. You talk about gambling, play cards like that, some games. And today children are fond of playing games in the phone. Every time shooting. Prataha Dyuta Prasangena. Madhyamne Stri Prasangataha. Gossip about women in the afternoon. Madhyamne Stri Prasangataha. Ratrau Chora Prasangena. You discuss about theft, thief, burglary, all that referring to a thief. Ratrau Chora Prasangena. Kalo Gachati Dhimatam. Intelligent people will spend time on like this. Morning gambling, afternoon about women, and then night thief. So this is what we call Prataha Mahabharata, study of Mahabharata. Dyuta Prasangena. Gambling was played by Yudhishthira and Duryodhana. The second evening, Stri Prasangata, talking about Sita, Sitayaha Charitam Mahat. Third name. First name is Ramayanam, as all of us know. The second name is very important, Paulasya Vadam, killing of Ravana. And then third is because Valmiki is the elder brother of Sita, because he was also born from the ant hill. Ant hill is supposed to be the ear of the earth. And Sita appeared on the earth. So both of them are children of the earth. And Valmiki becomes the elder brother of Sita. And therefore, what I mean to say is, he named Ramayana over his sister. And he said, this is a story of great Sita. He said Rama story, Ramayana. But in the case of sister, he has more affinity. It's a story of great Sita and great story of Sita. Sita Yaha Charitam Bhagat. So here then, what I mean to say is Madhyamne Stri Prasangataha, Ratrau Chora Prasangena, namely Srimad Bhagavad. So you talk about Lord Krishna as a thief. Butter bandit. Well, a girl by name Shweta from Canada called him Butter Bandit. And therefore, you talk about him, read about Bhagavatam. Now, what I did was, I started with the Balakandam. And then I said, Rama is born now. So Navami Tithi, Punarvasu Nakshatram. So it's called 18th canto. We came up to 18th canto of the Balakanda. And then it was almost dark in the evening. We started at about 4:30 and then finished by 5:30. I said I must go for Anusthanam. We'll stop here. Then we stopped with the 18th canto, 18th Sarga. Rama was born. And other brothers also. Then at the same time, his wife got admitted into the hospital in Namakkal, a place called Namakkal. Her parents' home. And then she delivered of a male child. Same time, when I was reading Balakandam, Rama Janana Ghattaha, Sri Rama Janana Ghattaha, and at the same time, he is in LIC, Life Insurance Corporation of India.
So his son was born at the same time you were reading about the birth of Rama,
Right.
And so then he found out. They called him and told him the son is born.
Yeah.
So then
The phone came to him.
did you go take bath and did he go take bath and cover?
Yeah, I asked him to go. That is the evening.
So 3 stories about bathing today.
Yeah.
Nice. So I want to also ask this question. I heard that this Tula Masam
Yeah.
is very auspicious for taking Kavari Shnanam. for taking bath in Kaveri.
Tula is very important.
Why is it important to take bath in Kaveri and Tula?
I will give you 200 pages history for
200
Tula
pages.
Mahatmya. Yeah.
I think tonight we don't have time for 200 pages of Tula Mahatmyam.
Tula Mahatmya. Kaveri Tula Mahatmya.
Okay, so we'll discuss it some other time. Very nice.
So we recited along with Raman Bhattar. Raman Bhattar invited me, and then 5 days we recited Kaveri Tula Mahatmya. Tula
Okay.
Kaveri Mahatmya.
So we'll have to set up a special class for Tula Mahatmyam. But this question of taking bath at different times. So the rivers, you should not take bath in the evening, and you should not take bath in the night. But also the ocean, is it possible to take bath in the ocean at night?
The ocean has a particular day and morning only. You cannot do it at night time, evening and far. That too on a new moon day. It's very nice that you asked. So you cannot do it on Purnami day, full moon day, because the waves will be high. And on new moon day, there'll be calm waves.
Okay. In my opinion, as a scuba instructor, I'll say that the tide is high on the full moon day. Tide is high. Maybe not the waves, but the tide. The tide comes higher because the moon is strong. Influence of the moon is strong. Okay, so you should not take bath in the ocean during full moon, but only on the Amavasya, only on the new moon.
Recommended that because we should not get caught by the waves.
Don't get caught by the waves, especially if you don't know swimming. Okay, good. And one other question I had. I heard long time back, I heard that that the holy rivers, if you go to Kumbakonam, they have this Mahamagam tank, and next to the Mahamagam tank, there's a temple, and they have full-size deities, murtis, of all the holy rivers. All the holy rivers are all depicted as goddesses, right? Ganga Devi and Kaveri Devi, all these goddesses. And
all the rivers.
Yeah, and I had heard that the rivers, the holy rivers, there was a certain time when we cannot take bath in the holy rivers because it is considered to be like the
Women's period.
The women's period, because the holy rivers are goddesses, and so there are certain times when you cannot take bath, and that is calculated.
Rajaswala, Nadi
Rajaswala, and so that you have to read in the Panchangam when that comes, no?
Yeah.
Does it come every month, or does it come every year, or
only once in a year?
Once in a year. And do we know the time? The day during the month?
We can understand from the Panchanga.
Yeah, but is it a specific month?
Yeah, it's a specific month.
Okay. So there seems to be a lot of different rules for taking bath and not taking bath.
Yeah.
So we're just getting a hint of these rules.
Yeah. 1 minute, I'll just give you.
Okay. Thank you for taking the trouble. It's a small question, but since we're talking about rules for taking bath, I know that there are many rules for taking. Proper ritual bath is a very complex thing, including many Vedic mantras and different.
When you do anushthanam go to the river and do anushthanam, of course, compulsorily we have to put your legs in the river water and then do anushthanam. But when you do japam, you must come to the bank. You cannot do it in the bank. I mean,
Right,
you
right.
cannot do it in the river.
Right. You should not do the Gayatri Japa in the standing in the water.
And you are not supposed to spit in the river.
Right. Many times you go and temple tanks, they'll have signs, then they'll say no spitting, no soap.
Yeah.
They won't permit these things.
Yeah.
Of course, nowadays it's very hard to find a river with any water in it.
So today Kaveri has got a lot of water.
Today, a lot of water in Kaveri. I wish I was there because
Kaveri, yes.
I love to take bath in the Kaveri when there's a lot of water. Usually we go and we only get ankles wet.
The Kartika month, what's called Vrishchika Masa, Kritika month, Kartika in
Kartika.
the first day, even a physically challenged person should go and take bath. That is very important day for taking bath. Mudavan Murukku, we call it. Mudavan Murukku, a man who has no limbs, like legs or hands, should go and.
So the first day of Kartika.
Yeah.
So Vrishika Sankramana, no?
Yeah. Vrishchika Sankramana, right. And then the last day of the previous month, Tula, Kadai Muham, it's called Kadai Muham. There you have to go and take bath.
The
last day of the
Tula.
Day of the Tula Masa, Aipachi, and then first day. There are 2 consecutive days.
Last day of Tula, and you're saying first day of Aipasi.
So one more is there. You cannot.
So I think we have to get Mr. Govindachari to make us a panchangam like this, so that we know all the proper days to take bath.
Yeah. So on Kataka Masa, Tamil Adi month. So people, those who do the concession for the what you call obsequial rites, namely Tarpanam for the ancestors only for 4 months a year. They have to do it on Adi month, that is Kataka month. And the first day of the month, you are not supposed to take bath in the river. Because it is all rivers, all holy rivers are in periods.
All holy rivers in Adi, in first day of Adi.
Adi, yeah, first day of Adi.
Okay. So
Adi Pandigi, we call it festival.
Only for one day.
Only for one day.
Okay.
Sorry. 3 days. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
3 days.
First, second, and third.
First, second, and third days of Adi every year.
Yeah. Every year.
Okay.
So you cannot. But as usual, we say pollution is not to be done. Disrespect is not to be done to any water.
स्वादयन्निह सर्वेषाम् त्रय्यन्तार्थम् सुदुर्ग्रहम् स्तोत्रयामास योगीन्द्रः तम् वन्दे यामुनाह्वयम् नमो नमो यामुनाय नमो नमः नमो नमो यामुनाय नमो नमः यत्पदाम्भोरुहध्यान विध्वस्ताशेषकल्मषः वस्तुतामुपयातोऽहम् यामुनेयं नमामि तम्।
श्रीमत्कृष्णसमाह्वाय नमो यामुनसूनवे यत्कटाक्ष एकलक्ष्याणां सुलभः श्रीधरः सदा। नमः यामुनपाद अब्ज रेणुभिः पावित आत्मने विदित अखिल वेद्याय गुरवे विदित आत्मने।
कवितार्किकसिंहाय कल्याणगुणशालिने श्रीमते वेङ्कटेशाय वेदान्तगुरवे नमः।